Do 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 do. My love's like candy from a shelf. Do 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 do. It's a shame you're the hyper elf. Baby, I'm in love with you, despite you got a face like Scooby-Doo. Hello everyone, I hope you are well. It's Nick here, and I've taken a bit of a risk. Apologies if there's a real big wind noise on the camera. But it kept raining, then cutting out, then raining again. There's wind everywhere. But yeah, rather than do a video inside, I thought I'd risk coming out and see what happens. Yes. This is sort of like I'm walking through the bit that was closed off before, like the vineyard. There's like chalk dust about the place. At least that's what I think it is. Perhaps that's something that makes great wine, I don't know. Maybe you know. It certainly messed up my shoes anyway. Right, over the gateway, going a different way round this time, so the reverse way round the walk. Great. Well, the sun's out for a little bit anyway, so that's promising. There's a strange smell in the air around here today. It's like a mixture of, I don't know, bonfires and exploded cake factory. Yeah. Also, I have a bit of a weird stomach. I feel like I'm carrying a cool box that's half filled with water sloshing around. I'm sure this was a good idea, so just to get that straight, it's raining on and off, there's wind, I've mucked up my shoes, and there's weird stuff going on. It's a normal walk, this, isn't it? It's a normal walk. Anyway, I hope you are well. It's Friday. It's, well, lockdown 2's going on in the UK, although I believe you're out of lockdown in Wales. Not sure about other bits of the world. But it's going to be on and off this, isn't it? Hopefully there's a vaccine on the way. Apparently they're still testing it. They say it's about 90% effective, but that seems quite strong. So as soon as that's around, we should be back to normal. But, you know, who knows? Lockdown 2 here just certainly feels a little bit different to lockdown 1. People are still out and about. I think we're better prepared this time with masks and stuff, so maybe that's why. But I hope you're doing well. Sometimes it can be a bit tough in isolation. I don't know if you're working from home or you're a key worker like myself and goes out. But either way, I'm sure we can get through this. Right, over the fences again. Stay at home, protect the NHS. Okay, I'll try and do that, and I'll try not to get a splinter on my undercarriage going over this thing. NHS do not want to see that. Do 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 do. Just say the word and I'll be yours. Just help yourself to my lips, to my heart, and then that'll open up the door. Right, off the very noisy motorway or roadway, and through here, as long as I haven't boarded it up, into the woods, and we're back here. Quick look at the rubbish that's been here for 100 years. Hello rubbish, and let's just move on, because it's time to groove on. Hear the drummer get wicked. Is that how it went? Seems very smoky in here compared to normal. I wonder if that's to do with the exploded cake factory. Yeah, someone's been having a bonfire in here. This could be a little bit dodgy. And that tree's fallen over. Don't remember that. Oh dear. Hope you've been enjoying the content going up on the channel this week. Try and keep, almost tripped over then, try and keep it varied as much as I can. I think an unusual game reviewed in the week was on the ZX Spectrum. It was like a homebrew game called Flappy Clive. And I thought that was quite interesting because it was based on, I don't know if you've seen this video, it's influenced by the game Flappy Bird, which was massively popular and addictive. People kept playing it to a degree, it's starting to rain again, to a degree where it got removed from the, I've gone the wrong way, where the author actually removed it from the App Store, and then people were selling the phone, selling their phones, they had the app on for huge sums of money. Such was the level of addictiveness. This is Flappy Clive, different to Flappy Bird. You can get it free from Spectrum Computing. but basically you're just hitting the spacebar the whole time to control the height of, well, Sir Clive Sinclair in this instance rather than a bird, going through different gaps in moving walls. And doesn't sound good to describe, but it's pretty good to play. And just go on unlocking trophies, just see how long you can survive really. But yeah, they changed the layout of these woods. I think they've moved all the trees around before I was last here. Will I ever get out of here? One never knows. Right, now I think this is why I'm confused. This would normally be the clearing that I come to, and normally there'd be like a big log here and stuff there, and there's a bit of rubbish. It's like someone's come in, cleared all the rubbish, knocked that tree down that was over there, so it's just a nondescript thing. And I like saying that we could sit down. Well, there's a little thing there, maybe I can sit on that. Yeah, it's not quite so good now. It was a nice little like a Lord of the Rings or Hobbit clearing, and now yeah, curses. I think the game I enjoyed reviewing most in the week would have to be Cruising Exotica on the Nintendo 64. It's a pretty mad game. I suppose if you like games like Wipeout and Crazy Taxi, you'll probably like this one. It's not much of a simulation, you don't have to brake too much around the corners, but a bit like Burnout as well, I suppose. Lots of amazing crashes. When I did the original review of that, I think it lasted about 17 minutes, I think, went up on Thursday. I liked it so much that I thought, yeah, I haven't been playing the game properly. I missed out bits, especially the dinosaur track and Mars. So I went back on it in a slightly different mode. I was again on it for another 22 minutes. So, you know, I blitzed you a bit with racing games there, but I had to do it on that one. A really, 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 really good game, that one. Really mad. Look at the state of my trousers. Look at the state of my shoes. It's that stupid vineyard thing. I don't like that. It's going to have to be a proper clean-up. I shouldn't have worn DMs. I should have worn some rough shoes. Ugh, look at that. Okay, and also I got back live streaming this week, so well done if you managed to see one of those live streams. There was a ZX Spectrum one, which went all to plan. I think we looked at Orc Attack and various other games we'd looked at recently. And then there was a very eventful Amiga stream the next day, where thank you if you watched that one, but it was in there for about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, and people were saying they were getting a buffering on it. On my side, the internet seemed okay. I had an upload speed of 18.2, so I've recently upgraded my internet, so it's pretty good. And yeah, what it turned out to be is a bad connection. So yeah, I was rushing around doing stuff. Live streams about always solving stuff that goes wrong, so there tends to be quite a lot of technical problems if you're unlucky, like me. So I ended the stream and restarted it, but I think that upset the chat box and caused another different stream. But fortunately, most people there were able to go from one to the other, and it took me a while to work out to reboot the chat box, so I thought I'd lost everyone first of all, but then we was back running, and I think we went for about an hour 50 undisturbed. So thank you to everyone that supported me on there, kept the channel running, sent the super chats in, and also the memberships, which I'll come to a bit later, give you a shout out there. So thank you. So it's been a bit of an eventful week, I think for the last couple of weeks, trying to catch up with things, but I think we're winning, and touch wood, there should be a few extra live streams next week as well. And now the challenge starts. I don't know why I do the walk this way round. I wanted to see the vineyard first, but here we go. Steep climb, but the knee's okay, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, although it is a little bit wet. And I've got stupid shoes on. Well, no, I've got good shoes on, just that they're a bit muddy and guffed and all that sort of stuff. Oh, berries. I think what are they called? Answer in the comment section below. God, this isn't very clever at all. Actually, I think I've gone a different way. That's the way I normally go. Anyway, we survived. We're looking good. Cooking on gas. Whatever that means. Right, let's have a sit down. I've been following this Indiegogo campaign for a while now. It's not something that I've backed or anything. It's the Atari VCS, which you might have heard some horror stories about that. It keeps dragging on and on. It's quite an active forum on Indiegogo, people praising it or getting upset with the delays there. I think this originally was supposed to come out in 2018. The Atari VCS is a reimagining of the original Atari 2600 with lots of extras, internet and enhanced specs as well on it. There's quite a more there. If you want to check out that site, do so. Indiegogo Atari VCS. Kept being delayed. I think Atari are now owned by Infogrames. But the recent update, it looked like they was making some progress. Well, for what they put there, if you want to trust that. But the completed VCS units, and I think the joysticks now as well, are finally being moved from the factories in China to Atari's home base, or Infogrames. Then from that point onwards, they plan to ship the completed consoles to the backers. Now, whether they're going to do it all in one go or bit by bit, whether everyone's going to get it before Christmas, from what they're saying, it looks like they are going to. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this sort of device can do. Is it up to spec? Is it a shoddy knockoff? Is it an empty shell? Or is it actually a proper computer? And it's supposed to be a PC meets a console, I believe, with a few other things. Now, the argument of this one is that the system is a little bit out of date. A little bit out of date with like modern tech, like the new Xbox and the PlayStation 5. But this system really isn't pretending to be any of those. I think people have got the wrong end of the stick. It's supposed to be people that really love the Atari brand, although it is owned by someone different, and then a new Atari computer going forward. I suppose a little bit the same sort of ethos as the Spectrum Next, which had its delays as well, but not as much as this thing. Now, if you've backed the Atari VCS, then comment in the comment section below. Let me know. I had my doubts about it. It seemed a complete mess at the start, but let's not judge it by what's happened so far. Let's judge it what's going to happen in the next month. So, you know, if you're watching this and you've finally got that console, what do you think about it? Is it lived up to expectations, or are you still waiting for it and you're watching this in 2021? So let me know what you think. You might have been following this Atari VCS. Very easy to knock this system because there hasn't been too much to get confident about, but we'll see what happens really. So it isn't hate on Atari or that Indiegogo campaign, although it wasn't a very run campaign. It's all about what happens next really. So let me know what you think. Dog poo. Another thing that's been delayed, you could probably say the coronavirus, what's been happening in 2020, might be a big excuse for a lot of these things. A lot of things have closed down. But the James Bond film No Time to Die keeps being delayed and delayed. They said it was going to be a lifeline when it was released to the cinemas, whose obviously revenue is massively down. And I think it got delayed again. And they're saying some cinemas have gone out of business or just closing completely, which is the same as going out of business, I suppose. Well done, Nick. Now I've been reading the thing that James Bond, it might not come out in the cinemas at all, and that might be the first James Bond movie to do that. It might go straight to streaming services, because if everyone's at home, then of course the audience is at home, and that's what you need to attack. I don't know if that's going to happen more and more. I know the Star Wars franchise, they're more concentrating on the TV shows now, and movies taking a back seat. What with the Mandalorian, which I still haven't watched, and they're working on a Rogue One series, and also as well Obi-Wan Kenobi starring Ewan McGregor. I would miss, I don't go to the cinema very much, but I would miss the big screen and the event and the surround sound and all that sort of stuff. TVs are getting bigger and bigger, aren't they? So maybe the cinemas will die out. Hope not, but at least the popcorn will be a lot cheaper at home. You won't have to pay £100 for, I don't know, like 10 grams of popcorn. Yeah, it's a funny old year, hasn't it been? Ah, good. A nice proper seat rather than a log with a mushroom in it and splinters that you might get in your bottom, which is always good. So the channel rolls on, so thank you. It does have its moments, but I always try and keep it going, and I always keep you informed of what's going on. The thing that makes a huge difference, which I'll come to now, the wind's picked up here, is the members and the super chats that come in. It really does help push things back together again, and I invest that money back into the channel as I say, to keep going. So shout outs, if you're a member on the bottom tier, well, I say bottom tier, they're all good tiers, but you just want to pay the first one to keep it going. That's $1.99 a month. If you don't miss that, I would really benefit from that. If a lot of people did that to keep things going. The aim is to get this back full time again, but I don't know if that's possible or what we're going to do there, but we'll certainly aim towards that. Anyone on the second tier and above, $4.99, I will shout out your name unless you don't want me to. If you don't want me to, then obviously say in the members section if you want to stay anonymous, and I can quite happily give a shout out to everyone on this tier and the tier above. Anything you're doing, games you're working on, projects, blogs, absolutely anything outside as well. So anyone watching this will also see that, and you get a plug too. So thank you this time everyone, thank you for staying with me. It is appreciated in these tricky times. Claire Johnson, thank you there. James O'Grady, John Roby, Jeffrey Searby, so thank you everyone. Martin Rymel, I know your friend was working on that card game. If you want me to shout that out again, I can do. I don't know if it's been released or how he's going in development on that. Stuart Laycock, Steve Norman, thank you both. Lemmy Barnett as well. Neil Barrett, thank you for what you've done so far, really appreciated, never feel pressured. Stephen at QNEUK, you helped me out with the Ko-Fis too. I'm sorry that I missed one on the live stream there because I turned the sound down for a game, I think, and missed the alert, but thank you. I did thank you on Twitter too for that. Phil Hill, Rossi Bossy, thank you, great stuff. A big friend of mine on Twitter, as is Chono Baggy too. Grey Holt too, Jason Holmes and Andrew Gibson, thank you. Let's check James' arms. I'm getting a dead arm now. Also on the upper tier, the water's rubbed it off again, but I would have a backup note. Come on, arm, hold together. So this is In Space Baby, the upper tier. We've got Richard Nitton, Tom, Julie Monkton, and Graham Vedke. So thank you, everyone there. Now, not many people are taking advantage of the shout outs. Well, no, Julie is, so well done, Julie. But yeah, it goes out to anyone really. I can shout out anything you're working on. Julie's always working on different sites. This one's the same shout out, I believe, as last week. I might read this out wrong, but I'll put a link on the screen as well. So it's school reading 70s books.weebly.com. So school reading 70s books.weebly.com. As I say, if I've said it wrong, the link on the front will definitely be correct. So thank you again for watching the channel and staying with me, as I always say. There'll be some Spectrum videos up tomorrow on Saturday and videos on Sunday also, and we'll just keep working away there. So members will know what videos are going, well, there'll be a video on Sunday, so members will know the videos going forward in the following week. So next time, take great care of yourself. I need to clean my shoes now, that's for sure. So take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye, E.
And Jenkin.